your girl, Katie Dior, coming at you with my first vlog ever. So I've been putting this off for a long time, and in 2018 I kept telling myself that I'm finally gonna do it. I'm finally gonna make a video, but it never happened. But it's the new year and I figured it's time. It's time to start recording videos, it's time to start putting it out there. With that being said, coming at you today with my fitness journey. Exciting! Hooray! This is something that's near and dear to my heart. I've been on a fitness journey so far for 2 years, almost 2 years. I started in 2017. I started eating healthy and I told myself it's time to get my shit together, basically. I'm tired of looking at myself and thinking, oh, you know, you look terrible. I'm tired of thinking all these negative things about myself. I was simply just tired of feeling depressed all the time. Almost 3 years ago, there was something that happened basically which has caused a shift in my life and stopped me from doing things that I wanted to do. I took time to learn who I was and everything, and through that journey, I found fitness. Let's start with the beginning. May 2017, I decided that I'm going to start eating healthy and I'm going to start on my fitness journey. So that consisted of basically just meal planning, all of my meals. This was a time where I was not vegan, I was eating regular food. So in 2015, my family decided to do a 2-week cleanse, which meant us all going vegan for 2 weeks just to basically kickstart our weight loss and to start, you know, being more aware of what we're eating, what's going into our bodies. So for 2 weeks I went vegan with my family and lost 10 pounds. After seeing that I lost 10 pounds in 2 weeks, I decided to just stick with it because I felt that if I stayed consistent then I could lose even more weight, and ended up losing 30 pounds within 3 months. So after losing 30 pounds in the 3 months that I went vegan, I decided why not keep it going and try to lose as much weight as possible. I loved seeing the results, so I stuck to it. But unfortunately, I got a bunch of negativity when I went vegan the first time, and that is what basically stopped me from being vegan. Within a year and 3 months of being vegan, I was tired of hearing everyone complain about me being vegan and having to accommodate me every place we went to if we went out to eat. And so 1 year and 3 months in, I stopped. Okay, now back to the video. And I was just basically strategizing all the food that was going into my body. I had these little meal prep Tupperware that I bought online. I'll insert a picture here. This is the Tupperware that I used in the beginning of my fitness journey that helped me eat healthier. It was more of a portion control thing for me. I like food. I really do love food, and you know, my family calls me a foodie all the time because I just love eating. And I know everything about food. I always know like what's the best places to eat at and everything. Especially living in the Bay Area, I know all the good places to eat at, so if you need some recommendations, I got you. Just leave a comment below. But anyways, I got these Tupperwares, and so the two small sections I filled with carbs and I filled with protein. Just because I didn't want to eat that much protein, and I was doing all the research possible at the time, so I figured a small section of protein would be best for me, and I used the bigger section to be filled with completely veggies. So I would fill that with salads or asparagus, steamed asparagus, any veggies that I like to eat, and I would just completely fill that. So I was eating way more veggies than protein and carbs in general. So I started doing that in May for a whole month. Then I told myself, okay, I'll give myself a month and then I'll start going to the gym. So after a month in of eating healthy, I signed up for Planet Fitness and started going to the gym, I want to say 5 to 6 times a week. until I finally got in tune with going 6 days a week. So I would go Sunday to Friday before work. I barely went after work. Before work was better for me because, you know, it's like a refresher. Like, you know, you go straight to the gym, go straight to work right after, and it started my day off well. And I still use that till this day. I like to go to the gym early in the morning because it's just easier for me. It's like my coffee. I don't need coffee. I just, you know, I use my gym as my wake-up call, basically. So after my first month, then June, I started working out 6 days a week, and then after that I just kept it going. I was consistent with it. I went back to college in August. From June to August, I probably lost about 15 to 20 pounds of fat. We had a gym on campus. I did follow sometimes because, you know, birthday celebrations and everything, and just hanging out with friends. Sometimes I just didn't feel like going to that gym, but most of the time I kept it very consistent. I lived in an apartment on campus, so I always cooked my meals on campus and meal prepped and everything. So I was really consistent until I got back home, unfortunately. Once I graduated college in December is when it kind of went downhill. I stopped eating as healthy. I stopped meal prepping as much just because I was back home and everything. It was just harder for me to stay consistent. I mean, I was going to the gym still, just not, you know, 6 days a week. I was going maybe 3-4 times a week at the most. It wasn't until maybe June of 2018, which I kept falling off here and there between December all the way until June. Like, there'd be days where I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna keep it consistent, and then there was days where I'm just like, oh, I don't feel like going, like I'm living my life, you know, living my best life. You know, as soon as June, July hit of 2018, I was like, you know, it's time. I gotta really push for it. I mean, I was consistent for a good minute, so it's like I'm not trying to fall back again. I hit a year in, and I was just like, wow, like, come on, you've been at it for a year. Like, don't completely fall off. You want to stick to what you're doing, because I've already been through this before. You know, like I was saying, I went vegan in 2015, and I did it for a whole year and 3 months, and then went back to eating regular food, and just, you know, it just went down. And I wasn't trying to go back to that. I promised myself this time, like, I need to stick to it. And I finally got my shit together again in June. You know, I had to keep telling myself, get your shit together, get your shit together. You don't want to fall off again. You gotta stick to it this time. Like, this is your second chance, girl. Get it together. So, June comes, and I'm back on it. And I've been consistent ever since then, and so far I'm loving the results that I've gotten. I feel great. I look great. You know, being on this journey has been tough here and there. Like I said, there's times where I just don't feel motivated, but at the end of the day, I keep it moving. I keep it pushing. Even when I have days where I'm just like, I don't feel like doing it, I still keep it pushing. If I don't do it that day, I got a next day. The next day, I can keep on pushing. Like, one day doesn't have to ruin my whole week. I can always keep going. And that's what I basically just taught myself. So it is now January, the new year. It's been almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years this year in May that I've been on my fitness journey. And so far, I'm not sure how many pounds I've lost, because I haven't really been tracking it, because I don't care. The scales only make you depressed and sad, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't look at the scale, but just for me, because the scales always make me feel sad and upset that I'm not making any progress, I try not to look at the scale. But what I do is track everything through MyFitnessPal, track my calories, track my exercise through MyFitnessPal. I also have my Apple Watch, which tracks everything. It makes me look after all the calories I'm burning versus how much I'm taking when I pair my Apple Watch with my Fitness Pal. This is just the way that worked for me. Which is tracking what I'm eating and using my Apple Watch to track all my calories burned throughout the day. So I'll insert a picture of my before and after to show you how much of a difference I've made so far since I began my fitness journey May 2017 versus now. You can see a huge difference. Well, at least I can. I can see and I can feel the difference. I feel better. I'm mentally healthier, physically healthier. I'm stronger. So we're here now, 2019. It's been almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in May. I'm pushing hard because, you know, I'm definitely not where I want to be. I'm further and I'm very close to where I want to be, but I'm still not there yet. I know I look good and I feel great, but I know I can do much better. So that's all I got for y'all today. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss my next video. Peace.